Café and Networking Podcast promotes business owners, business experts throughout the world. I'm Tom Reaoch, known as the King of Networking, podcasting and connecting people from my studio in Brazil. Today we talk with Sandy Ciaramitaro, and she's joining us from Sterling Heights, Michigan. Sandy is the founder, president of the Good Eggs Foundation. She's taught morality, ethics, and social justice courses at a high school in Michigan. She's the author of the Good Egg series, Essential Concepts for Children about Virtues, Diversity, and Service. The Social Emotional Learning series is perfect for children ages 5 to 12. Part of the net proceeds from book purchases go directly to the foundation, improving quality of life for children. So Sandy, what are the titles to the 3 books, and how can our audience find them?
The titles are, the first book is The Good Eggs, which teaches about virtues. The second book is The Good Eggs Travel the World, which teaches about diversity. And the third book is The Good Eggs in the Community, which teaches about service. The books can be found on my website, thegooteggs.org. And if you go under the books tab, there will be a purchase button that will take you directly to the Amazon page where you can purchase the books.
And Amazon's found everywhere in this world.
Everywhere in the world, anyone in the world can purchase the books off Amazon. If they go to thegooteggs.org, they will find the link there.
And for this reach, obviously the books are for children to read.
Yes, the books are for children ages 5 to 12. It's a social emotional learning series, and it's important concepts, helping children to grow and learn how to incorporate goodness into their lives. And out of the books, Tom, the Good Eggs Foundation grew, which I started. And the Good Eggs Foundation currently services the Detroit, Michigan area. Eventually, we would like to grow larger, but currently we're in Detroit. And I seek out organizations that help children. And once a month, I tell them they've been egged. So whatever they need, for example, we just helped a foster closet. They needed some baby monitors. So we egged them with baby monitors. It's different each month. So all the book proceeds, the net proceeds go toward the foundation so we can continue our eggings.
Well, needs at that level for the community are different everywhere, and they're specific.
Correct.
So you really focus on what that community needs.
At that moment, yes. Whatever the need is at the moment. We've started math tutoring programs. We've helped just things like mittens. I mean, things might seem simple, but at the time it's a need and it means the world to a child. So we try to help in any way we can.
And back to the book that helps children understand what community is all about and also what the world's all about. Because many times, obviously, we look at where we are locally. But we do need to understand how to reach out to the world and how to accept the world.
Exactly. And book 3 does just that. In book 3, they help children, they help elders, they go to an animal shelter, they go to a food bank, they put on a health program for their town, and they go to a nature center. So all things incorporated into a community the Good Eggs learn about. And they're a group of children in about 3rd, 4th grade. So I've had really great results with this. I've had teachers email me, and they've had their kids in their classroom want to incorporate the same values that the eggs do. So I had one class that actually put on the same community service that the eggs did in the book in their own community. So they tutored kids in their own school. They put together welcome baskets for elders in their community. They collected animal supplies for a local humane society. So that's a beautiful result that I love to see.
Well, you know that more than many because since you were a teacher in a school, so it was really, you looked in the eyes and then you saw the results. Children need models. They need role models. And obviously the better the role model, the more they understand that model. They really want to. They're anxious to replicate that.
They are so anxious. And I also have a parent blog coming out in September. So if people wanted to go now and sign up, there's a free subscription form. And if you want to journey with your child, because the books start with September when they go back to school. So that's when everything's going to roll out with the parent blog. So it's on an adult level what the books are teaching to the kids.
Well,
so
that hits the point because just a couple of days ago I was in a business group and talking to a couple of gentlemen who have children. and saying how difficult it is to understand the kids today.
Yes.
And I said, well, first thing you have to do is forget how we remember when we were a kid. I says, forget it. It's not there anymore. It's not that way. And no, there's no sense of telling them it's got to be that way, because it isn't.
It's not. You're so right. Times change so quickly, and their attention span is not that long anymore with all the quick bites that they get through. I mean, even for adults, it's like that now. But that's why I made the parent blog. It's going to be a quick 1 to 2 minute read. So parents can just read it quickly. Okay, got this gist of what this chapter's about and what's going to be happening. So things like understanding and forgiveness and gratitude and generosity and cooperation, respect, responsibility, manners, all different things like that, they can relate to on an adult level and then transfer it to their children when they're reading along the Good Eggs books.
Well, each one of those words you just mentioned, that becomes a truckload of advice.
Yes, it does. But I narrowed it down into the 1 to 2 minute bites. So just because I know our world is so fast paced.
No, but I agree with you. Today, we're looking for bite-sized results.
Yeah.
And I say nobody ever eats the whole pie in one bite. You take a bite, you take another slice. If you like it, you take another slice. So it really does need to be bite-sized.
It does. And that's why I did it month to month. So each chapter is a month. So each book covers a whole year in their lives from September to August. So each month a little different situation occurs and they learn how to relate with each other. Just like in book 2, The Good Eggs Travel the World, they meet other little eggs around the world. They travel to 10 different countries and they learn language and customs and culture. And they learn at the end that everybody in the world really just wants to be loved and heard and understood and live in peace. And they learn that at the end, which is really amazing because they take that and put it into the third book, The Good Eggs in the Community, into practice. And then when they visit the service I told you about that they do, they connect it back to the little eggs they met around the world. And those eggs incorporate the same service into their own communities. So it's all good. And it's really been a great joy for me and a great journey to create these characters and connect all these concepts together for young ones.
Well, congratulations, because really what we see, fortunately or unfortunately, kids are the same everywhere.
Yes.
Adults aren't.
That's why we got to get them young. So the hope is that they incorporate these understandings and these concepts into their young life as they grow so that it becomes part of them naturally.
Okay.
And they're a good egg.
Very good. So where can our audience find you?
So if they go to thegooteggs.org, there's everything about me there. There's everything about the foundation. You can see who we've egged. You can, again, click on the books tab and click on the purchase button. You can also get a free chapter. I will email you a free chapter if you like. There's all kinds of videos and lesson plans, and there's even a playlist that the eggs like.
Oh, so that's the good heads on for the teachers.
Yes, teachers, parents. There's word searches for the eggs too, for each book. So if there's everything on my website, thegooteggs.org, they will spend an hour or more on there if they want. There's a media kit, and I'm even willing to come in and do a Zoom call for those who have purchased the books if they want to start a book club. And I'd love to the kids. So yeah, thegooteggs.org is where you will find all my information.
Very good. Well, thanks for sharing with us today.
Thank you, Tom, for having me. I appreciate it.
Okay, and for our audience, again, it's Sandy Ciaramitaro, and it's Sandy. The last name is Ciaramitaro. Ciaramitaro. Find her on LinkedIn, the foundation and books at thegooteggs.org, and the books are on Amazon. Café and Networking is brought to us by Focus Semi-Market Intelligence, an agricultural market research specialist in Brazil. More information on their website, www.focusmi.com. Thanks for listening until the next time here at Café and Networking Podcast.